In 2022, a young pastor approached John and said, I have a small congregation. We need somebody to support us. And the man went away. And a while later, a couple months, he came back and he said, we'd really like Haitian Ministries to support our church and be a part of your association. Well, John's wife, Julie, came to him and said, are you going to pray about this? And John said, I'll pray. And then Julie said, remember, are you God? Or are you God's servant? And John prayed and contacted this young pastor. And this pastor's name is Nelson Simeon. And they decided to pray together and do some street preaching in the area and see if there was interest, see if people would respond. People responded. So John said, yes, we'd support that church. In October of 2022, the church got together, and there was, by January, February, there is already about 80 in the congregation. They had baptisms, they had weddings. It was a thriving church within months. So John promised him that we would do the best we could. We didn't really have extra funds, but we would pray, and we would count on God to show us what we could do to help them. Here we are in the Dominican Republic in March of 2024, and we visited that church. The church is probably the size of an American bedroom, and they have 75, 80 people in there. But they don't just use it on Sundays. They have prayer services, they have Bible studies, they have worship. It's a thriving church. It's in a very small area. I would call it a barrio of Santiago. It's about 15 minutes away from Jean's house. They've asked for a larger space. Unfortunately, right now, with the situation of Haitians in the Dominican Republic, they don't feel safe moving to a larger space, even if we could find one. So they're content with where they are until things change and they feel that it's the right time. They would like to feed the children on Sunday mornings. They serve a small breakfast. It brings the kids, it brings the families, it just offers something to sustain them. They don't ask for much. Pastor Nelson is a wonderful man. Him and his wife have worked very hard. We see a great future with this congregation and with this pastor. John often says he loves this man. He trusts this man. He has great respect for him. He said he's obedient and he's a man of God. And the more we can support pastors like that, the more confidence we can have that that pastor can stay there long term, that they don't have to go elsewhere to find work to be able to support themselves, their family, that they can be more stable where they are. And we pray that that's the condition for all of the churches that we support. And we're learning to love this congregation too.